Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Yeah, so this article came out a little while ago. Brother put this article in the chat, and it got me to meditate, and a couple precepts came to mind, so I'm not going to make this video long. Just going to read a little bit of the article, and then, bring out precepts to just bring out some edification on why we go so hard, why we go so hard in our faith, believing that we are the people. Because when you line up, the prophecies, well, let me read the article first and then get into that, because I don't want to get too ahead of myself. So basically, as you can see, it says Israeli airstrikes and heavy blasts hit Gaza after borders clash with IDF troops. Says multiple blasts have rocked the Gaza Strip after the IDF launched a series of airstrikes in an apparent retaliation to violent border clashes in which an Israeli soldier was critically wounded earlier that day. The first strikes hit the enclave shortly before midnight, according to the witnesses and Palestinian media reports. Multiple videos circulating online showed massive blasts rocking the strip on Saturday night. In response to the violent riots Hamas instigated on the Israel-Gaza border today, our forces just struck 4 Hamas weapons and storage manufacturing sites. The IDF confirmed in a tweet. The Israeli military earlier announced it was sending reinforcements to the Gaza division. So I'll play one of these videos real quick. So that's what's going on over there. I'll play this one.
هجت خبطت شلعت
Okay, so that's what's going over there in the Holy Land, right? So I'm going to start off with this precept instead, real quick. Now, this is Isaiah, the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 13. It reads, "But the word of the Lord was unto them, precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little," right? So basically what this precept is going into, that how when we were going through the curses, right, the precepts was showing who the people of the Israelites, who the true Israelites are, who the true people of the Heavenly Father was. That when we broke the commandments of the Heavenly Father, like Moses warned us, those precepts will hit us when it says that ye shall go into slavery again by ships. Your brother shall have an evil eye towards you. Your woman's gonna have an evil eye towards you, and the children and her children. So that when we were going through those things, those precepts that are written in Deuteronomy, which are the curses, were showing who the children of Israel, or which are showing we are those people. But now when we look at you, you say that you're the people, but these precepts don't stack up to you. And that's my whole question. Help me to understand, how are you the people? Because you'll still have some people say out there that, those people are, those people living in the land are the real Jews. But how are you when the precepts don't match up to you? Even the man today at camp was saying how those Ashkenazi Jews are not the real Jews. So we're not the only ones saying that. There's other people that know that. So how can you be that when other people who have read books and did information know that you're not the people? And then when we have the scriptures, which is the ultimate proof, when we read the scriptures, precept upon precept, line upon line, none of these things add up to you. You don't add up to none of these things. So let's look at one of the things that is the people of the Lord will be going through. So this is a precept right here. It says, Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 28. It says, Israel then shall dwell in safety alone. The fountain of Jacob shall be upon a land of corn and wine. Also his heavens shall drop down dew. Right, so it says that Israel will dwell in safety alone. But y'all are not over there alone. Y'all are having war in the Holy Land. So again, help me to understand how can you be the people of the Lord when these precepts don't stack up to you? Let's go to another precept now. Now I believe I've done a video like this before, but the Spirit was on me while I was just meditating about this. This is Isaiah the second chapter, and when you go through Isaiah the second chapter, just gonna roughly go through it. It talks. I'll just go through it. Isaiah chapter 2, verse 2. It says, "And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it." So it's saying in the last days, when the Messiah comes back, he's going to establish his government. He's going to establish the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father, and all nations are going to flow unto it. If Why doesn't this precept apply to you? Why don't you match up with this precept? Why is it that when we look at how things are going on in the world right now, again, we brought out Deuteronomy. You don't match up with that because you're not dwelling in the land alone. Now this, if you're the people, your laws are supposed to be, what rules the whole world. Why is that not happening? Because that is a prophecy that would happen. That is a prophecy that is to happen. And you said you took over the land in 1948. So this is a precept for the Israelites of what would happen for them, that they would install their laws in the world, and all nations would flow unto it. This is a precept that you don't match up to. All right. So let's go again into the book of Isaiah. Oops, not 60. This is Isaiah chapter 60, verse 11. Yeah, I'll just start on. It says, Isaiah chapter 60, verse 11. It reads, "Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought." So again, at what point in time in history did this ever happen for you? This is another precept that you don't match up to, that explains what would be going on to the Israelites. But you don't match up to these things, man. When did your gates are not continually open? Because you're at war right now on the land. It says, verse 12, it says, "For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted." You're not utterly wasting nations because they're not listening to your laws, statutes, and commandments. You're not pushing the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. So this is another precept that you don't match up to. Matter of fact, no. When you go to right, this is Isaiah chapter 60, verse 18. It reads, "Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders." Right, and when you go back to that real quick, this is violence in the land. Let me go back a bit. That's violence, man. Oops.
رجت خبطت شلعت.
See, that's violence in the land. But yet when we go precept upon precept, line upon line, you don't match these precepts at all. Another precept as well, which would be my final precept, which is in Revelation. This is Revelation 21 and 13. Is it 13? No. Oh, it's Salakia. Oh, it's 21, Salakia. Revelation 21 and 21. And the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Every several gate was of one pearl, and the street of the city was pure gold, as it were transparent glass. So it says when the Israelites are in the land, when the Heavenly Father's chosen people are in the land, that's the streets will be paved with gold. The streets would be like transparent glass. I don't see no glass in the Holy Land right now, man. So what's up with that? Why are these precepts not speaking that you are the people? But when we look at ourselves, we see that this precept speak that we are the people, because we fit the bill and you don't. And the Spirit had me bring this video out because I know that this is a topic that angers you elites, because you elites don't like hearing that you're not the people. You will never be us. You were not created to be us, so therefore you can never be us. It doesn't matter if you took our land. We're gonna get it back. Yahweh Shah is gonna give it back to us. So it doesn't matter if you have the land for right now. You're not gonna have it forever. It doesn't matter if you have rulership of the earth right now. It doesn't matter. It's dwindling down very fast. And I know that this is a topic that you elites don't like to hear. You don't like to hear that you're not the people. But you're not the people at all. You'll never be us, no matter how much you try. You can't be us and you never will be us. And you can never beat us neither, because we have the God of heaven on our side. But yeah, just wanted to bring that out to show proof that, look, when you apply the precepts and look at the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and you look at the so-called Jewish people, and just read the precept, you'll see, look, one people fit the bill, the other people don't fit the bill. You know? But yet, when we sit there and, say that we're the people of the Lord, people look at us as crazy or don't or disagree with us. Some people agree, and it's coming out obviously, but especially when we talk people, they definitely look at us like crazy. But just wanted to bring that out. Just was meditating upon that. When I was reading articles, certain precepts came to mind. I just wanted to bring this out. But pray that this was edifying, giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rachak Kodash, Shalom.